My dad tried to hand over my house to my stepbrother like it was his to give away. He thought I'd just accept it, but I had other plans that left him stunned when the truth finally came out. My name is Daniel Harper, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that family and money never mix smoothly. I bought my first house when I was 27. It wasn't a mansion, just a modest 3-bedroom in Ohio, but it was mine. Every late night overtime shift, every dollar I saved instead of going out, it all went into those walls. That house represented freedom, sacrifice, and the proof that I could stand on my own 2 feet. So imagine my shock when my dad tried to hand it over to my stepbrother like it was his to give away. It started after my dad remarried. My stepbrother, Ryan, was 24 at the time, still bouncing between jobs, never paying rent, and constantly asking for help. I didn't mind being civil, but I knew how he operated. Entitlement came as naturally to him as breathing. When he saw my place, I caught the envy in his eyes. What I didn't expect was that my dad would feed into it. One Sunday dinner, Dad cleared his throat and said, "Danny, I've been thinking. Ryan could use some stability. Why don't you let him move into your house? We'll treat it like it's his starting point." I laughed at first, thinking it was a bad joke. But then I realized he wasn't kidding. He actually thought my home, the one I bought with my own sweat, was his to hand out like a gift. Ryan smirked across the table like he'd already won. That was the moment I decided I wouldn't just push back. I'd make sure they both understood the truth. What my dad didn't know was that 6 months earlier, I had moved the property into a trust under my name. I'd done it for financial security, not anticipating this exact situation, but suddenly it became my ace card. So I leaned back, kept my cool, and said, "Funny thing, Dad. You can't give away what isn't yours. The house belongs to the trust, and I'm the sole trustee. That means Ryan has no claim, no right, and no chance of touching it." The silence at the table was deafening. My dad's face turned red, Ryan's smirk vanished, and my stepmom looked like she wanted to disappear. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. The paperwork spoke louder than any argument. Later, Dad pulled me aside, furious. He accused me of being cold, of not caring about family. But here's the thing, caring about family doesn't mean sacrificing everything you've built just to enable someone else's laziness. Love has boundaries, and sometimes those boundaries are made of brick, drywall, and a legally binding trust. Ryan never brought it up again. Dad eventually cooled off, though things between us have never been quite the same. But when I walk through the front door of my house, I don't feel guilt. I feel pride. Because I protected what was mine, and in doing so, I protected my future. The truth stunned them that night, but it also freed me. For once, I wasn't the son who just went along. I was the man who drew the line, and stood firm. Full story added in below.